So we have to find out who killed this human leader so that we can finally get the proggers, who we've joined under false pretenses, to take the cannon over to the monastery so that our other group can steal it along the way. So hopefully we can do this quickly, and we can we don't miss our rendezvous with oh god, what's his name? Zhishka. That's the plan. Alright, investigate the murder, talk to Musa, prepare to defend Musa at... There's going to be a trial? And we can ask Catherine for help. Alright, well, examine the body.
That bastard. We're stuck here because of him. I hope Musa will know what to do.
Oh my god, that's funny. Like, talk about victim blaming.
We shouldn't be walking around by themselves.
I can walk around by myself if I want to. I'm a grown-ass man. Alright, I want to go see Catherine first. How do we get to her? Oh, she's way down here in the baths. Okay. So we can go this way.
Gather round, good men. You can avoid danger. Hear what I say about the greatest evil of all. The one called woman. They look like
the greatest danger of all, the one called woman. Tapeworm. We're gonna have to start a quote command, aren't we? I'm a grown-ass man. Jesus, probably. For sure he said that at one point. I need to lure the guard away from Musa. Oh no, it's stealing the cannon is getting more complicated.
We have to talk.
I hope it's important. The less we're seen together, the better.
You bet it's important. Someone poisoned Chertan, the Cuman's commander.
All right, that is bad. Damn it! You're not involved in
Was
this,
it
are
you?
No. But I have to find the murderer. Kat said he won't set off for Sedlets until it's cleared up.
That old sod. He's never gonna get off that lazy ass of his.
Nope. Let's change the subject. I need to lure the guard away from Musa.
There's something I need your help with.
Oh, what a surprise. What is it this time?
There's a guard posted outside Musa's tent. I need to lure him away for a while. So I thought...
That I could use my feminine charms on him?
Oh, free bath service for the guard?
Something like that.
So you
that would
rid me
work,
of
I
one
think.
pig just to lumber me with another.
I wouldn't ask if it wasn't really important.
All right then. I'll try and lure him to the bathhouse. But if he tries anything on me, he'll get a punch in the mouth. I hope he won't stink at least.
That's why you give him a bath. Is it just me, or did that seem pretty obvious? Alright, where is Musa's tent? Is it at his... Oh, it is, right at his tent. Okay. What are our options here? Alright, we have to talk to Musa and investigate the murder. I guess talking to Musa is investigating the murder, or do we have other things we need to go see? Like, is there a murder weapon? Or where was he stabbed? That kind of thing. Who this guy? Guard Adalbert. Can't I just, like, go around?
That bastard. We're stuck here because of him. I hope Musa will know what to do.
Is that all examining the body gets us? Oh, damn. He got stabbed 3 times?
That bastard. We're stuck here because of him.
Whoever it was
I hope Musa will know
really
what to
doesn't
do.
like him. There's the guard, right? Oop, nope. Okay, hold on. Maybe we can get him to turn around again. Okay, he's over there. Where is Catherine? Is she coming? I thought I did recruit Catherine to help distract him. We had that whole she's gonna lure him to the baths conversation. Oh, it takes her a minute or two? That's true. I mean, we left the conversation, she was still laying in her bed. I guess we can just wait here, right? Oh, you're distracted feeding the animals? What are they getting? I used to have Icky on a raw diet, and he really, really liked it. But, I would spend like 6 hours on a Saturday once a month making like 70 pounds of raw food. Because I'd make like 70 pounds of it, and then I'd portion it into like vacuum sealed bags, and I'd throw them in the freezer, and then I'd just thaw them out in the fridge the night before and give it to him. And I stopped doing that because he didn't seem to enjoy it any more than the kibble I was giving him. And I was like, well, screw this. I'm not wasting all this time and money and stuff if you're just gonna equally enjoy the kibble as much, which
My word.
you could argue that the kibble is more nutritious because it's been quote unquote
You must be very important to get
formulated by a dog food nutritionist or whatever. I buy him really high quality kibble.
You should see me in battle.
Ooh, I'm
You have a
sure I'd
mule
be
and 2 donkeys?
You have nothing to fear.
I bet that's really fun. Donkeys are really good.
How gallant.
They're so funny.
Oh, you ought to be rewarded for that.
Oh, look at her go.
Wouldn't you like me to give you a nice bath?
Well, I can't deny I've been standing here for quite a while.
They are kind of like dogs, aren't they?
Stink like a pig's ass.
Oh no, that's your manly fragrance.
Have you
It's
have you seen the
irresistible.
TikTok of
Shall we
the
go
donkey
then?
that likes the
Well, it's not like
the
that moose is
chicken
going
toys,
there.
the squeaky chickens? Good job, Catherine. See how she looked and gave me a little wink? She's like, "Oh yeah, I got this." All right, let's go talk to Musa. There he is, right there. Hello, sir.
Henry? What are you doing here? Grozav said...
Grozav
hell
can
with
suck
Grozav.
it.
Katz believes you didn't do it. We have to clear your name somehow.
I truly appreciate that.
You're just making
I
enough
am not
noise without
sure
a chicken
that-
toy.
That is possible. Tinja sireye, mene mene sireye.
What?
It is a proverb from my country. It means the road to truth has many twists and turns.
Well, we'll straighten them all out. Don't worry. But I'm gonna need your help.
Ooh, one of my favorite videos ever is the boxer shocks himself on the electric fence and the donkey just starts laughing his ass off. That's one of the funniest videos I've ever seen. Okay, what happened when you brought Chertan?
What happened when you brought Chertan to the infirmary?
I already told you everything. We laid him on the table. Crow went his own way and I started cleaning Chertan's wounds. Then I gave him some wine to drink. And he suddenly began to shake and vomit blood soon after. He was dead.
And what happened next?
Then the noble lord of Borumlaka arrived and started to go mad.
Okay. See, we asked him before he died who did this to him. They were like, oh no, he's not going to be able to answer you. We should have made him answer.
Did Chertan say anything before he died?
He tried to, but my Hungarian is not as good as I thought. He was coughing so much that I could not understand anything.
Okay, what about the wine?
What about that wine? Could I take a look at it?
Lord Grozav poured it away in anger before you arrived.
Of course he did. That's
so that
suspicious.
I could not poison anyone else, he said.
He poured it away. When it could have helped us. The wine was evidence.
Evidence that here in Bohemia you will drink even vinegar. It smelt and looked the same as always. Except perhaps it was a little more cloudy.
Okay, where'd you get the wine from?
Where was the wine from, actually?
A bathhouse maid brought it to me along with my clean laundry. A very pretty girl. Black hair. Nicely built. Catherine, I think she's called.
Oh, you son of a bitch.
Are you sure?
Absolutely. But I doubt that she was mixed up in this. Chertan was not the first person I gave the wine to today. The wine must have been poisoned here, in my infirmary.
Catherine doesn't have black hair.
All right. But what now? How will we find the murderer?
I have done some thinking about that. After all, what else can I do here? The best thing would be to investigate the poison. Every poison has different effects. One makes your hair fall out. Another turns your guts inside out. If we discover what poison was used on Chertan, we just have to find it, and the mystery is solved.
Okay. How can we identify the poison?
How can we identify the poison, then?
That is not hard. I examine the dead body, I find the symptoms of the poison, and I compare them with known effects of poisons. That is, I would.
Oh, he hasn't done that already. He made it sound like he had done that already. Okay. Could I help?
And could I help you somehow? I may not be as learned as you, but I do know how much herb Paris to put in a potion to make someone fall asleep but not die.
Excellent, my friend. Maybe we can manage this together. The first thing to do is to go to Chertan's corpse and examine it thoroughly. Arms, legs, face. You must remember everything that looks strange to you. In the infirmary, you'll find a chest. Take from it my almanac of poisons and compare what you saw with the symptoms described there. You can read, I hope.
Aye, pretty well.
Excellent. The chest is locked, but I trust you will manage somehow.
Okay, where'd you get the almanac?
You have a whole book just about poisons. Where did you get it?
I bought it on my way here, in Moravia. I have not yet had time to study it properly, but please, do not mention it to anyone. It would not look good for someone in my situation to have such a book. You surely understand.
Right. Examine Chertan's body and read the book. I can manage that.
Who do you suspect?
Who do you think killed Chertan?
I have no idea. But what I do know is that we will not get anywhere if we suspect everyone in the camp. Who do you think is the prime suspect at this moment?
Grozov. I suspect Grozov.
I heard Sir Grozov couldn't stand Chertan.
I have heard the same. And did you notice how quickly he accused me?
And poured out the wine? Alright, who are the two who found Chertan?
What about the two guards who found Chertan? Couldn't they have done it?
Aldebert and Radovan? It is strange they did not notice anything until it was too late. That is true.
Well,
Maybe they're just
what do you
idiots.
think?
And I would bet that it was one of us who was there at the time. And because it cannot be you, me, or Katz, that leaves Grozov, Stephen, and the two guards. Someone should question them all. Maybe their statements will give something away.
Okay, I'll talk to them.
Well, I don't have much time, but I'll try to talk to them.
I am very grateful, my friend.
Okay, I can help you escape.
What if we forgot about finding the murderer, and I just helped you escape? You'd be long gone before Grozov found out.
Thank you for the offer. But look at me. My appearance is a little conspicuous.
Just a
There is
tad.
nowhere for me to hide in this country. And even if I did get away by some miracle, they would punish you and Katz instead of me. I cannot allow that.
Okay. Alright, so we have to go examine the body and then question 4 people.
All right, here we go.
Should we
Holy
start with a
Mary,
light?
Mother of God, don't let me miss anything, and forgive me for what I'm doing to this unfortunate wretch.
Examine the head.
He looks a bit ruddy. But is that from the poison? Or was he just drunk?
So his face looks ruddy.
I can't see anything strange here. No bruises or broken lips.
Okay.
I suppose the murderer surprised him and didn't give him a chance to defend himself.
The neck.
What a stench! He coughed up some blood, all right, but he also threw his guts up. Some poisons are so strong that the body tries to expel them.
Okay. Examine a different part of the body. The body.
That's a nasty wound. I almost feel sorry for Cheriton. But why would someone kill him in the most heavily guarded part of the camp, instead of trying to lure him outside? Several stab wounds in the belly, all close together and very deep.
Probably
The
quick
murderer
stabs.
definitely knew what he was doing. Though that hardly narrows down the field in an army camp.
Okay. Check clothes and items.
Almost everything is covered in blood. But there doesn't seem to have been much of a fight. I can't see anything ripped or sliced off. There's nothing missing. Whoever killed him, it doesn't look like a robbery.
Did he have a shirt on when he was stabbed?
He looks horribly rigid and contorted. He must have died in awful spasms.
Okay, look at the hands.
Nothing strange here except the stiffness and broken nails. Could he have dug his nails into the table when the spasms started? And what's this here? Something that looks like warts. But did the poison cause them? Or was he a filthy pig and always had them?
Okay. The legs.
Completely rigid.
He was
Just like
dressed
the
when we
arms.
first found him.
Oh, Christ, what a stink!
Yeah, he had like a green
He
top
shot
on, didn't
himself.
he?
I've heard it happens to the dead, but that much? Ugh. Maybe the poison did that.
Okay.
That'll have to do. I've found out enough. He threw up on himself, he had spasms, he shot himself, warts or lesions on his hands, as red as a poppy. But that could be from drinking, or lots of things. I mustn't forget anything. That's the main thing.
Okay. So we should go back to Musa now before we forget all of that. What? Really? Oh no, we need the almanac. Oh, that's right. Okay. Where did he say it was? In here? That chest or this chest? Maybe this one? Book of Poison. Okay. I'll take that. Great. Can I read the Book of Poison? Okay. Bird poison. Kiss of death. Will first cause a stomach ache. It makes the skin red and blistered, the bowels painfully empty at both ends, the udders stiffen and spasm, the nails break, and then thou shalt know that death is certain, but before that thou mayest relieve the poor man with a bezoar put under the tongue. In quick reaction, a mixture of hot milk, vinegar, and garlic can also be used, cause the poison to be thrown up. If you want to make this poison, take a new clay pot, put a handful of red copper, half a bottle of strong water, arsenic, oak bark, and rose water inside, boil it all, and test it with an iron nail. When the muddy mixture has completely coated the iron, you will know that you have cooked enough.
Right, that's that. I should tell Musa what I've learned.
Don't you dare cause any trouble.
I won't. I promise. I know what Churton was poisoned with.
I read that book of yours, and I think I know now what Chertown was poisoned with.
What do you mean, you think? Do you know or not?
I think it was Kiss of Death.
The potion is called Kiss of Death. It causes vomiting, cramps, boils, and rapid death.
This name means nothing to me. I suppose I did not get that far in the book. But if you think the symptoms are the same, I will believe you. Are you sure it was that poison? Were there not more in the book?
Oh no, it was definitely that poison. I think that fits the closest. I think. I could be wrong.
There were a couple of other poisons, that's true.
That does not narrow down our search much.
But I'll figure it out somehow. You'll see.
Now, we can only hope that the murderer has not had time to get rid of the evidence.
I better start searching fast, hadn't I? You said that the suspects are Grozav, Crow, and the 2 guards. This won't take long.
Wait a moment. There is something I must tell you.
Uh-oh.
Of course. Go on.
First, you should know that I am grateful for what you are doing. Were it not for your investigation, I probably would not be standing here. But I cannot stop thinking about how brilliantly you dealt with Mishek. Why would someone with your abilities want to enlist? I do not suspect you of Chertan's murder, of course. Do not worry. It is all strange, though. People have just been sitting around for months here. And all of a sudden you turn up, and everything is turned upside down.
Well, that's a good thing, isn't it?
Tell me the truth, my friend. Who are you?
Do
Really?
do I tell him the truth? Are you testing me?
I don't know what you're talking about. Is this some kind of loyalty test or something? I'm just doing what I'm told to do. Is there something wrong with that?
I have more important things to do than to try to trick you. I am asking you sincerely, as a friend. Who are you?
I'm not much a fan of Sigismund.
All right. I'll try to trust you. Maybe I'm not King Sigismund's most ardent supporter.
I knew it! I could tell straight away that you were cleverer than others in this camp.
You're pleased? Aren't you a courtier of his?
It was not my first choice. Or do you think I long to spend half my life in some dirty tent?
Can we bring him to our team? Would you like to join us?
Well, you could go elsewhere if you don't like it here. I know a few people who would value someone like you.
I am grateful to you, my friend. But I must refuse. I have had many experiences in life and come out of them alive. And do you know why? Because I am a total coward.
Oh.
And not just that, I am duly proud of it. I would be very happy to get away from here and perhaps even return home, but only when I am sure I will survive the journey. So I think it will be best if we each go our own way.
Oh,
You
he's
know
breaking
nothing.
up with us.
I know nothing.
And this conversation never took place.
I better go and search the tents.
Good luck. I am depending on you.
We just got dumped. Son of a bitch. Alright, let's go over here. This is Crow's tent over here. This is Crow. Alright, what do we have here? Nothing there. Schnapps.
The
Ooh,
water smells of
roses.
flowers of some kind. Like roses?
Interesting.
Oak. And dry as a bone.
Okay.
Nails. Is Crow planning on building a cottage instead of a tent? but they're covered in some kind of dirt. Hold on. Nails, rosewater, oak bark.
Mm-hmm.
They're all used to brew Kiss of Death.
Yep, that's true. That is true. What if we're not dealing with one murderer, but maybe they're all in on it? Oh god.
No, I doubt that pair of drunks could have killed Chertan even if they wanted to.
Alright, what's in here? Nothing there.
Nothing out of the ordinary. There's nothing here.
Okay.
I reckon those two really are innocent.
Alright, so the guards, they're nothing. So it's Crow. Most assuredly Crow. Then we've got... What do we have to do here? Search Moose's tent. Oh, we can search Moose's tent. Okay.
For pain,
Enchanted
exhaustion,
one, what's going on?
fever,
Welcome in.
all healing remedies. I wouldn't mind a piece of that.
The horse? What?
Beautiful, but empty. No poison.
Okay. Am I missing something here? I don't understand. What else do I need to look at? I can search in the chests too. Nope, nothing there. I've got to be missing something, or else the objective would have cleared. These here, you think? No, I can't search those. A golden chalice and a copper plate. I can't rob him. Okay. I don't want to start alchemy. Dry a food item. Oh, okay. We'll dry the salami, for sure. Try talking to him again? Okay. Okay. We got dried salami, though. That's going to be delicious. Nope. Nothing new in the dialogue. Oh.
There's nothing here. Moose is definitely not to blame.
Alright, so we gotta go check out... What was his name? Grover? Grozog? Trogdor? Oh, he's over here? No. He's over... S. Oh, here. Okay. He is up here.
He's the camp commander, but it looks like a pauper lives here. I reckon Grozov's fallen on hard times.
Okay. Examine the herbs.
Oh, that's valerian, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
It helps relieve pain, but it's also used to make Dollmaker potion. But Chertan was poisoned with Kiss of Death. Or was he?
That's a good point. We may have to reread the book. Can I? Life in the tavern, I'll take that. And the two, he only had 2 groschen? And he's got cheap booze. Well, this guy definitely had motive, it would seem.
Shouldn't be walking around by yourself. God bless.
Alright, let's read that book again. Book of Poisons. Bane. When an unfortunate man who has swallowed this poison comes to you for advice, give glory to God, for it is a miracle that he is still alive. For a little while you mayest observe him in the blackness of the eyes, the dryness of the body, or the looseness of the muscles. No, it definitely wasn't that. Those who come into contact with the feathers of the pitui often feel a tingling and tension in their muscles. This condition can persist for days, giving the murderer the time he needs to escape. In such cases, it is enough to burn the feathers and the poisoning will pass. If, however, the unfortunate ingests the essence of the feathers prepared by a long boil, expect more serious consequences. Stiffness and soon dies. Unless a drink of seawater and crushed stone from the mountains of Monte Pelidi, which thou shalt find... Oh my god, this is just going on and on and on. Doll maker. I don't think it's doll maker. A fool who tastes even a sip of the poison will experience total numbness. His intestines will become clogged and he may lose his sight for a while. No, that is not it. It's got to be the kiss of death. Yep. So it was Crow. Okay. So what do I do now? Prepare to defend Musa at the trial. Where is that? Where does that take place? Maybe we should go tell Musa what we found. Kiss of Death, great movie. Is that really a movie? Where's the trial? Do I have to go talk to this guy up here first? Oh. Okay. It's not really worth anything. What do we have here? Steal that. 230 groschen, yes please. Okay. Nicolas Cage and David Caruso. Ooh, hold on. I know who David Caruso is. I've seen him in movies. Ooh. Shoot, I can't put a face to him. Help. Help. This is... Some girl is here. Look at all those books. It's so weird that you, in like, so the 15th century, you can tell the wealth of somebody by how many books they have. Redhead? Redhead. What other movies has he been in? Oh, CSI Miami. Okay, alright. Now I know for sure who it is. I didn't know he was in other movies.
What are you doing here? It hasn't been safe around here as of late.
Don't worry. I'm a saint.
You'd better be.
I am. I promise. Oh, this is the cook's tent. Okay. So when is the trial?
My God, he's furry mutts.
Hey, all dogs, except for one, have fur. Dummy. He's the main character and Nick Cage is a bad guy. Nick Cage makes such a good bad guy. I wish he had more bad guy roles. Well, come to think of it, most of his roles he's a bad guy, isn't he? Or at least an anti-hero kind of character. Mutt, what are you growling at? Dude, Face Off was an awesome movie. I don't know what we're waiting for.
Good day.
I'll be with you.
Christ.
Take that. I'll take that. Not that I need it, but...
Still, it's crazy. Slicing people open.
Castor Troy? Was that his character's name in Face Off? I'm awful with names. You gotta help me out. It says examine the sick beds. It was his character's name, okay. Who was John Travolta? What was his character's name? I literally don't know what I'm waiting for.
Steal something, were you?
What are you talking about?
Keep a close eye on you.
Okay. Sean Archer. That's bloody. That's empty. Bloody. Bloody. Man, they really need to change the water here. Do we go see Catherine in the baths? Do we need to do that? It's almost sunrise. No, I haven't told... If you're talking about Cats, the old guy we got drunk with, I haven't told him yet because he's sleeping. No, where is Catherine's tent? Over here? Yes, right here. Alright, there she is. About the investigation. I heard you bring wine to Musa.
Musa said that Chertan was poisoned with wine you brought to the infirmary. It's not your doing, is it?
Do you think I'm stupid enough to spoil my own plans?
No, I don't.
Was there anything strange about that wine?
It's the same gut rot everyone in the camp drinks.
Musa said it looked cloudy.
I don't know anything about that. It was clear when I took it to him. Oh, unless...
Unless someone mixed some poison into it.
Mm-hmm. I know how Chertan was poisoned.
I think I know how Chertan was poisoned.
Good work, Henry. You're too smart to be a soldier, but like every man, you prefer boasting to hard work.
Oh, come on.
Go and find that murderer so we can get out of here. Shishka is waiting for us.
Okay.
Well, I think you already know everything important. I'd better be off.
Can we confront Crow before the trial? Okay. Should we confront Crow before the trial? Maybe we'll go steal his weapons and armor before we confront him so that he can't attack us. Oh my god, I thought it was Zizka, not Zizka, Janusz for a second. I don't see his weapon, and I stole his armor, which got confiscated from me, so he literally doesn't have anything. Alright, let's talk to him.
I'd like to ask a couple of questions about Chertan's murder.
I have a couple of questions of my own. What actually happened? Kat said Chertan is dead and Musa's locked up.
Mm-hmm.
It's even more complicated than that. But I don't have time to explain it to you now. I need to ask you a couple of questions.
Go ahead and ask then, but quietly, damn it. I don't want anyone to know about it.
Where were you when Chertan was poisoned?
Where were you when Chertan was poisoned?
Where do you think? In my tent. After I helped take him to the infirmary with Musa, I went my own way.
Well, you just went off to have a nap?
No, I doubled the guard, drew up the orders for tomorrow, and made sure nobody was allowed to leave the camp. When something like this happens, people like me have lots to do all of a sudden.
Okay. How did you arrive at the spot Chertan was stabbed?
It was you who came to tell us that Chertan had been stabbed, wasn't it? How did you get involved in the first place?
Me? I was close by, that's all. My tent is right below the palisade.
What if the blade was
When the
coated
two guards found
in
Chertan,
Kiss of Death?
they ran to get me.
Why you? Why didn't they go straight to Kat's?
You'll have to ask them. How am I supposed to know?
Okay. What do you know about the storeroom where Chertan was stabbed?
Tell me more about the storage space.
What about it? There's a cannon and some powder there. We built it a few days after we arrived because it's a good idea to keep that kind of stuff safe. If it blew up, the whole place would be blown to smithereens. And if someone didn't happen to set fire to it, someone else might have robbed it. Folk are like magpies.
Oh, except for you, the crow.
Very droll. Never heard that one before. Aye, but now I'll ask you something. Who do you think did it?
I think you did it. I think Grozav did it.
From what I've heard, it's pretty clear who did it. Someone who has access to the commander's tents up top, who could use the coin he'd get for the black powder, and who couldn't stand the sight of Chertan. But saying that name out loud is pretty dangerous.
Dangerous as fuck, Henry. You'd better be careful who you take that accusation to.
Well, you think I'm mistaken?
I'm not saying that. I'm just advising you to be careful.
Who has the key to the ammunition store?
Who has the key to the ammunition store?
I don't know. Katz and Grozav for sure, but I've no idea if anyone else has a key. I'm too small fry for that.
Okay. Is there something you're not telling me?
I've been doing a lot of thinking about Chertan's murder.
What's that got to do with me?
Well, it's just that I found a couple of interesting things in your tent. Isn't there something you should tell me?
No, and get off my back.
Okay. Tell it to me straight, man.
Now stop fucking squirming and talk.
I've got nothing to say.
Damn it. Okay. Maybe he's being framed. Are these guys back? No, they're not. Is one of these guys him? No.
What did I do to you?
Nothing, man. I didn't touch you. Who's this? Father Brohamil?
Keep close to the others. It's not safe here.
Isn't the guard that's supposed to be here, wasn't he one of the guys? We need to go question Garbanzo being up here. Who's this guy? Oh, Radovan. We need to question him.
Was it you who found Chertan?
Aye.
Me and my comrade there.
I need to ask you a couple of questions.
I don't know nothing. We didn't do nothing.
Okay. What did you do when you found Chertan?
What did you do when you found Chertan?
It all happened so fast. Before we could come to our senses and decide what to do, Crow turned up.
Crow?
Aye. He heard the racket and came to see what was going on. And I'll tell you, when he saw Chertan, he went as pale as a ghost. If it wasn't for him, Chertan would have bled to death there.
Crow told me it wasn't like that at all.
Well, I spoke to Crow.
There was a
and he says
lockpick
it wasn't like
discarded
that
near
at
the
all.
pools of blood at the murder site?
He said you found Chertan and went to see him to ask what you should do.
What? He's remembered that all wrong then. He came up to us when we were standing over Chertan.
Are you sure?
Definitely. Crow must be confused. That can happen with things like this.
You really didn't see anything? You're standing there on the tower and you don't hear a man getting murdered? That's a bit odd, isn't it?
Are you deaf? I told you we didn't notice nothing.
No, I believe you. But that only tells me you weren't taking your guard duty as seriously as you claim you were.
Well, it's possible.
What's possible?
It's possible we dozed off for a while.
Oh, Christ. I knew it. You two were asleep up there.
No. We might have just shut one eye for a moment, but we wasn't sleeping.
One eye each.
We'd have noticed if anything happened there. But before Chertan started yelling, it was all peace and quiet.
Okay. How did you find Chertan?
How did you find Chertan, actually?
We heard yelling, so we went to take a look. I don't miss nothing, see? And there was Chertan, crawling in pool of the blood and babbling
Doesn't
something.
miss nothing?
But I don't understand their gibberish, do I?
Oh my god. Alright, can you tell me about the other bloke on guard duty with you?
There were two of you on guard duty, yeah? What's the other soldier like?
Him? He's a good pal of mine. The best in the whole camp. Always happy to listen to
The
what
best
I have
pal
to say.
or the
And
best
that's
guard?
Plenty, believe me. The things I've seen since we left Prague. I'd never have dreamt of some of the things I've seen in this world.
Okay. Definitely wasn't the guards, for sure. Let's wake this guy up. Actually, you know what? We got ads in less than 40 seconds. So I'm gonna start the ad break now, and I will see you just afterwards. Okay, let's do this. Oh man, I'm very close to turning the AC on. This is hot today.
We talk about
Excuse me.
Chertan's murder.
Why? Musa is under lock and key, and the king's deputy himself is coming for him. Leave me in peace, or you might end up like him.
Okay, maybe I'll find Moose's accomplice. The king will be pleased we aren't just sitting on our arses. Let's pick this one. Why is it grayed? Why is the icon gray? Does that mean something? Let's pick the very hard option.
Do you really want to leave everything to the king? Wouldn't it be better to show him we aren't just sitting on our arses here? I just have a couple of questions. I won't keep you long. You'll see.
Oh, get on with it then, for fuck's sake. But if
Okay.
you think you can persuade me to let Musa go, you're out of luck.
Oh, maybe that's what I was kind of thinking too. The grayed out ones means I'll lose reputation if I succeed on it. Okay. How'd you get involved in the stabbing?
How come you got to the site of the stabbing so quickly?
My tent is right next to it, you rat-faced halfwit. I heard Chertan yelling and I went to take a look.
Did you notice anything strange?
Like what, a stabbed man?
Okay. You might have seen someone.
Maybe you saw someone acting strangely around there?
No. I gave a clear order that nobody unauthorized is allowed up here. It's bad enough that you're here. Is there anything else? Or can I have some peace at last?
Okay. Where were you when Chertan was poisoned? Oh wait, hold on. Had Chertan been behaving strangely recently?
Had Chertan been behaving strangely recently?
No more than usual.
Did he mention having any conflicts with anyone?
Apart from me, you mean? I don't know how you imagine it, but we don't exactly go round holding hands here.
Okay, where were you when he was poisoned?
Were you there when Chertan was poisoned?
No, not at that moment. When I arrived, Chertan was already dead, and Musa was standing over him, white as a sheet. Well, paler than usual.
That's... Jesus Christ, okay. Who do you suspect?
Do you know anyone who might want to kill Chertan?
Who wouldn't? He was a smug, ill-mannered bastard. Though I have to admit, I'm surprised it was the Sawbones Musa who killed him.
Well, how could he have? He was with me and Katz when Chertan was stabbed.
So he was in league with someone. How do I know?
Maybe you were in league with someone. Okay, so all the evidence points to Crow. But just because he had the stuff in his tent doesn't mean he did it. Furthermore, it doesn't mean that Crow stabbed him either. But he did tell a different story than the guards.
Was someone trying to steal something? Or were they planning something bigger?
Okay. So whoever came in here didn't have a key. Crow doesn't have a key. Crow had the poison ingredients. He has a different story about what happened than the guards do. Check the wagon for a discarded lockpick. The wagon? Here? Oh, right there. Hey, look at that. Okay. Anything else about the wagon? No, not really. Just the lockpick. Okay. Well, it's got to be Crow, doesn't it? All right, let's go tell the old man. I'm ready for the trial.
Right. I found out all I could. I reckon I'm as ready for the trial as I'll ever be.
That fast? You're yanking my pizzle.
Nope,
Go
not
and
even
find
in your
some more
sleep.
evidence. So Stibor hasn't arrived yet in any case.
More evidence? Where do we find more evidence? Does the quest log say anything else? I need to prepare as quickly as possible to defend Musa in court. Time is running out and Sigismund's executioner will be here soon. He'll definitely be here within 2 days. Okay. It's been a night. Maybe we'll go talk to Catherine again? Where's this dude's buddy? Do you know anyone who might be a thief?
I took a look at the powder store where they found Chertan. I noticed it was unlocked. Someone forced the lock and moved the barrels of powder around.
What's that got to do with me?
Well, it almost looks like someone went there to steal. Do you have any idea who it might have been?
What the fuck are you trying to suggest?
Is there nothing you want to say to cats? I hear you like playing dice. Ooh. I hear you like playing dice.
I hear you like a game of dice. That must be good for morale. A commander who hangs out with common soldiers. Well, unless he loses all his money. I can't do much for your authority.
But
Or-
having a
or
jumped
someone
up,
named Henry steals all his
snotty-nosed pup
money.
whipped would put that right. Especially when I have one right at hand. And next time, be careful what you ask me.
Okay. Well, he didn't like that at all. This guy. Where's his buddy? Did you see anyone by the ammunition store?
Before the murder, did you see anyone hanging around by the powder store? Doing something with the lock, maybe? Or already inside, even?
Nobody went up there the whole night. I'm telling you, we was watching like hawks.
Except for when you were asleep. Right. Okay. What was the other guard's name? Does it say it in the log? Adalbert and Radovan. Okay, we need to find Adalbert. He should be guarding Moose's tent. Or not? Oh, okay. Here we go. Is one of these guys Adalbert?
Hey, you! Have you done something I should know about?
No, neither of them are. Where the hell is that guy going? Who's this guy? That's just a soldier. Where is Adalbert? Yeah, he is the one Catherine was keeping preoccupied, but we went to see Catherine and she was in her bed again. He might be at the baths. Ooh, maybe.
Christ, what? Look out!
He's kind of a goofy looking dude, too. I wonder if he's still down here at the baths. Dorothy, a no-name bath maid. There's Catherine, a bath maid. No Adalbert. Uh-oh. Has Adalbert fled? Yeah, I see that. I'm dropping some frames.
God bless.
No, nothing I can do about it.
What are you prowling around here for?
Good day.
I'm just looking for Adalbert. No.
Greetings. Good to see you.
Look out!
Hey, there's the cook. That's a human. Who's this guy? Just a regular soldier, okay. Who's this guy?